22 countries entries.
Il primo paese rappresentato, l'Italia, ha vinto finora una volta sola, nel 64, ossia 25 anni fa. Quest'anno a Losanna la canzone italiana Avrei voluto è interpretata da Anna Oxa e Fausto Leali. Saranno accompagnati dall'orchestra specialmente creata per questa serata e diretta per l'Italia da Mario Natale. Avrei voluto cosa? Forse l'amore? È quello che scopriremo tutti insieme fra qualche istante, ma subito facciamo conoscenza con Anna e Fausto.
This is the first song. I bet you thought we'd never get there. It's about 20 minutes since we started. First song is the Italian entry, Avrei voluto, I would have. I'll just give you the last phrase, which is: the wrinkle that you wanted to call expression has become a riverbed. Many bitter tears to think of at night dampen the soul. Meanwhile, on the golf course, this is Fausto Leali. He's singing this song with Anna Oxa, striking blonde lady. Now, where are they? Crans-Montana, fashionable resort in the Valais region of Switzerland. I can't ski for buttons myself, and I can never get the present Mrs. Wogan up in one of those. Crans-Montana is all the swinging lifestyle and the smart boutiques of a fashionable ski resort. An altitude of some 3,000 meters, 10,000 feet. The writer is Franco Fasano, Franco Ciani, Franco Belloncioni. Here it is, Avrei voluto, song number one. Avrei voluto, first song of the contest. Taking the bar there, Mario Natale. In the center, you can see the Matterhorn.
Ce sont quelques paroles en hébreu pour accueillir la chanson israélienne. Elle est interprétée par Galit, deux choristes, et Gili, un petit bonhomme qui a commencé de chanter lorsqu'il avait 6 ans et qui aujourd'hui à Lausanne, on a juste le double.
Terer à Meller, c'est le titre et en français cela signifie la voix du roi. Une voix royale que les deux chanteurs vont emprunter maintenant dans l'espoir qu'elle les conduira très loin, accompagnant cela par les 55 musiciens de l'orchestre sous la direction de Shaike Paikov.
Well done, Jack. Right. The Israeli artists are taking a trip on the Panorama Express of the Montreux-Bernese Oberland Railway. I don't know whether they want to take these trips or not, but they take them. This particular railway links the lowlands of the Lake Geneva region with the wonderful world of the Alps. Let me tell you about these two singing for Israel. Gili Nathanael is the young man, and he's 12, a bit of a wunderkind. Appeared in song contests at the age of 6 and 8, so the man's a veteran. With him, Galit Berg. The composer is Shaike Paikov, and he's also directing the orchestra. It's a lively life on Swiss Railway. I wonder if Mr. Shannon is watching this. Look at that. The old restaurant car. Beautiful, breathtaking rail trip. A wealth of scenic contrasts. Derech Hamalech in the hall. That's Shaike Paikov taking the bow. He wrote the thing too. Good man. Very distinguished audience here. My wife's in there somewhere. Perspiring gently, but glowing in the heat.
Savez-vous qu'un Irlandais, Johnny Logan, est le seul chanteur qui ait remporté à 2 reprises la finale du concours Eurovision de la chanson? Jamais 203 pour lui? Pas cette année en tout cas, puisque c'est Keith Connelly qui défend ce soir la chanson irlandaise.
Keith Connelly and the Missing Passengers, to be more precise. With the complicity of the conductor Noel Killian, the group will sing The Real Me, a kind of an Irish love story. In his song, Keith says, I call my baby and she tells me that she's leaving me and this time for good. Nevertheless, I'm sure that all will end up well.
I wouldn't be all that sure of that. There's two lines here. This, when she's gone, I'll be standing here in the rain. And she's gone, well, the sun won't shine anyway. I don't think the outlook's all that good. This is the lakeside resort of Montreux, famous for the Golden Rose. And the lake, of course, Lake Leman. The Chateau de Chillon. There's our Irish chums, Keith Connolly and the missing passengers. Keith, that's the lead man there in the shades, greeting the local inhabitants who always dress like that. And indeed, what better than to join in the kind of thing that goes on here all the time. People in hats dancing. The same in Ireland. The Real Me is the Irish song. As I say, written by Keith and sung along with Mary Mulcahy. A picture postcard of the Chateau de Chillon. Song number 3, the Irish entry. Musical director is Noel Keelan. Here they come. Finishing on a kiss and a wave from Noel Keelan. A great hardy annual of the Eurovision, Noel. Good to see him here. As I said, that's the Matterhorn in the middle, a representation of the Matterhorn in the middle of the stage.
Le prochain candidat, les Pays-Bas, est représenté par une artiste d'origine indonésienne, Justine Pelmelay. À 12 ans déjà, elle avait exprimé le désir de participer une fois au concours Eurovision de la chanson. Son rêve se réalise ici, à Lausanne, où elle chante « Reste comme tu es ».
Toi aussi, Lolita, surtout ne change rien.
Steady,
Reste comme
Jean.
je te connais, je t'aime
That
comme
may
tu es.
well be also a
Simplement,
representation
comme tu es.
of the Matterhorn in his breast pocket.
Ce sont là quelques-unes des paroles de cette chanson dont le destinataire nous est inconnu. Mais nous savons que c'est Harry Van Hove qui dirige l'orchestre.
I don't know whether I can say to pronounce the Netherlands entry. It's Blief Jols je bent. Stay as you are, is what it means. It looks like a railway station to me, and the train's coming in. A few kilometers from the French border. Vallée de Joux, the most industrialized valley in the Jura. The lady you've seen is Justine Pelmelay. She's seeing the sights. Well, we've had a bit of chocolate. These are the clocks. Only a matter of time before the first cheese appears over the horizon. Jan Kishush wrote the words and the music for this, the Pays-Bas entry. And the orchestra will be conducted by Harry Van Hoof, who's another familiar figure in the Eurovision Song Contest. This is the Vallée de Joux. And song number 4 for the Netherlands from Justine Pelmelay. That's another big one in the hall. Harry Van Hoof. The conductor, Justine Pelmelay for the Netherlands. Big hand for that. Ah, what a smile. Go for it.
Pour défendre les chances de la Turquie, un groupe tout neuf, le groupe PAN, constitué en 1988 par Timur Selçuk, qui en est aussi le bouillant chef d'orchestre.
Hazal, Arzu, Sarper et Vedat, les deux chanteuses et les deux chanteurs qui composent le groupe PAN, habitent Istanbul et ils sont venus à Lausanne pour interpréter Bana Bana, une chanson avec laquelle ils espèrent faire gagner pour la première fois leur pays, la Turquie.
Bayramanaz Kutlu Olsun.
You know, I was about to say that. Bana Bana, the Turkish entry. To me, to me. Superb alpine landscape, look at that. Already, the Turks have made friends with the local inhabitants. This song, to me, goes, if he leaves you one day, if he hurts you again, ha, ha, ha. Sentiments with which I'm sure we can all agree. The group is PAN, formed by Timur Selçuk, who you'll see distinguish himself with the baton in a moment. And this is his daughter Hazal, who sings in the group. Timur wrote the music as well. The charm of Switzerland. Bread and wine and snow. Where's the cheese? Beautiful. The Turkish entry, Bana Bana, from Parabird, that one. Timur Selçuk, liveliest conductor of the evening. Bana Bana, not great lyrics, but they fell apart at that. Well, it's a warm night.
Édition 89. Je disais, pour cette édition 1989 du concours Eurovision de la chanson, la Belgique, pays bilingue, a sélectionné une chanson flamande, Door the Wind. À travers le vent, c'est le titre en français, est interprété par une artiste de 22 ans, Ingeborg.
Sa chanson évoque le vent, mais c'est bien l'amour que chante Ingeborg. Écoutez, à travers le vent, à travers la pluie, à travers la tempête, même si tout est contre moi, grâce à toi, je ne suis jamais seul. Jamais seul? C'est vrai que ce soir, elle est accompagnée par Freddie Sunder, son chef d'orchestre.
What he's basically saying is you're never alone with the wind. Through the wind, through the wind. And rightly so. I don't know where that snow's coming from. We've been baked alive in Lausanne for the last 3 or 4 days, as I'm sure you have at home. This is the canton Vaud. The mecca of music boxes around here, and the pert Belgian lady, Ingeborg, seems to be enjoying it. You have to laugh, haven't you? The music is written by, and the words, by Stef Bos and Roland Verloven. Door de Wind is going to be sung in Flemish, called Through the Wind. This girl cannot resist these music boxes. The old Meloche, no. It's a jukebox. Chef d'orchestre is Freddie Sunder. And this is song number 6, the Belgian entry, sung by the charming Ingeborg. Freddie Sunder, very charming man, full of beans. He's the conductor for the Belgian entry.
Why do I always get it wrong?
Answers on a postcard.
Not my question. It's the title of the 7th song of this contest, a song selected by the United Kingdom, who finished 2nd last year in Dublin. Remember, only 1 point behind Switzerland, of course.
The group you'll hear is called Life Report and is made up of 6 artists, a woman and 5 men. The lead singer is Ray Caruana. He made his first stage appearance when he was only 6 years old. And the conductor for the United Kingdom song is Ronnie Hazelhurst.
I know that Ronnie Hazelhurst. He's a rascal. Live Report. Our hopes resting on them this year. Very well thought of. The books made them the favourites earlier on in the week. And many people who know put them at the very top. Now then, I thought it'd be only a matter of time. What do you think? It's not chocolate. Right. This is Chateau d'Eau, which is 970 meters up in the Alps, and as good a place as any to get a lump of cheese. The writers of the music are John Beebe and Brian Hodgson, who are part of the group Live Report. Of course, the lead singer is Ray Caruana, one of the best singers in this contest. Oh, what a fantastic thing to do. Ballooning. Ballooning in the Vaudois. The Eurovision does have its perks. Song number 7 is the one we'll be rooting for. Why do I always get it? Oh, they love that in the hall. Ronnie Hazelhurst applauding. Yes, that has been the favourite all week. It looks like having a very good chance for the United Kingdom. Well done, Ray Caruana.
Cette année, tous les espoirs de la Norvège reposent sur les épaules d'une jeune chanteuse de 18 ans, Britt Synnøve Johansen. 1989 est une année très importante pour Britt, puisque c'est celle de l'Eurovision, bien sûr, mais aussi celle de son baccalauréat.
Chez elle, en Norvège, on la surnomme déjà la petite fille à la grande voix. Sa chanson, Venerche Neert, est un hymne à l'amitié. Le chef d'orchestre, Peter Knudsen, compte parmi les grands noms de la rock music dans son pays.
It's the Norwegian entry next. And again, this is a highly thought of one, a very perky, charming girl singing for them. Britt Synnøve Johansson, there she is, with her backing group. Composers of this song are Inga Einoksen and Leif Grote. This is the Broye Valley in Payerne, the historic Abbey Church, which dates to the 11th century. And indeed, so does he. It's not more food and wine, is it? I couldn't eat another thing, honest. The town is big on the food products and the fine wines. That's what we want. This is why we came. The song is called Venners Nærheid, translated as the closeness of friends. Norway, of course, been famous for years for getting 0 points in the Eurovision for 2 years, and then they surprised us all by winning it a couple of years ago. They might go close this year. I knew they'd like her in the hall. That's Pete Knudsen, who is the conductor. Britt Synnøve Johansson singing very well for Norway. Ah, they've got their own cheering section as well. Here's the man.
Hola, Portugal. Tudo va bem por aí? Avec Conquistador, le groupe Da Vinci se souvient, comme le Portugal qui la commémore cette année, de l'époque glorieuse où ces marins passaient devant la tour de Belém pour s'en aller découvrir le monde.
Ils sont 6, les conquérants portugais, ce soir à Lausanne, emmenés par leur soliste Yeyor et dirigés par leur chef d'orchestre Luis Duarte. C'est Pedro Luis, le mari de Yeyor, qui, il y a 7 ans, a réuni le groupe sous le nom de Da Vinci. Et ce groupe, nous allons le retrouver quelque part en Suisse.
This is the lakeside town of Ushi, spelt Auchi, very close to Lausanne. Now, the Portuguese, being a seafaring people, they'll feel happy by the side of the lake. Their song is called Conquistador, and these are Da Vinci. Songs written by Ricardo and Pedro Luis. Out on the lake, this lovely lake, which has been misty with the heat all week. You would never get anybody playing an alpenhorn, of course, on a Portuguese boat. But I must give you the benefit of the words of this song. I've been to Brazil, Praia and Bissau, Angola, Mozambique, Goa and Macau. Oh, I've been to Timor, but I've never been to me. Conquistador. The Portuguese entry will be song number 9, sung by Da Vinci, the orchestra, conducted by Luis Duarte. They do love a good knockdown one here, don't they? Luis Duarte. That's the best Portuguese entry for some time, I'd say. Conquistador.
Un ambassadeur de choc pour la Suède, Tommy Nilsson. Il a été sacré meilleur artiste de l'année dans son pays et il est venu à Lausanne avec 5 choristes pour chanter En dag, un jour.
2 groupes déjà ont remporté le concours Eurovision de la chanson pour la Suède. Tout le monde se souvient du groupe ABBA en 1974 et de Harry's 10 ans plus tard. Heureux présage pour Tommy Nilsson et his corps. L'orchestre est dirigé par Anders Berglund.
Heja Sverige!
Torche mahogany gas pipe. I know all that stuff too. You have to be able to speak the languages. This is Rolle, situated between Lausanne and Geneva, and this is where they've taken the lucky Swedes to have a look at the vines. En dag. And this is himself, Tommy Nilsson. Good-looking boy. This is a good song. The Swedish entry is thought to have a very good chance. Composers are Ola Håkansson, Tim Norell, Alexander Bard. Ah, the wine. I could murder a glass myself this minute. The heat in here is only ferocious. To do with losing a bit of weight. Romantic Roller. One of the pearls of the picturesque Lake Geneva region. And the Swedes are having a lovely time in the sunshine and the wine. Probably a bit of cheese as well, I shouldn't wonder. Orchestra conducted by Anders Berglund. En Dag, Swedish entry, song number 10. Now waving the flags here in the hall. Anders Berglund, conductor. Good performance from Tommy Nielsen, good singer. And that, if you liked, is a typical Eurovision song of the 80s.
Grâce au Luxembourg, nous allons maintenant être transportés dans un monde imaginaire où vivent les personnages des dessins animés. Toonland. Notre guide sera le groupe Parc Café qui va chanter, monsieur.
Entre nous, Lolita, tu peux m'appeler Jacques.
They fallen out.
Non.
No.
En fait, monsieur est bien le titre de la chanson luxembourgeoise pour laquelle les 55 musiciens du grand orchestre de la soirée sont placés sous la direction de leur chef, Benoît Kaufmann, qui, en un temps record, a écrit l'adaptation de l'orchestration des 22 chansons de ce concours.
Hardly put that better myself. This is the Luxembourgeois entry. Monsieur. Mister. Now, the lady you see here is Maggie Park, who's an American lady. I cannot, of course, tell you just from the rehearsal. She was wearing a fairly striking number, a miniskirt and a slave bangle, which took the fancy of the lads. Gast waltzing. Maggie Park, Yves Lacombe and Bernard Loncheval have written this. Parc Café is the name of the group. And this is the Hermitage, the museum, 19th century stately home in Lausanne. Currently showing works by Daumier. I wonder what old Daumier would have made of the Eurovision. That is very nice, isn't it? Yes, indeedy. The Luxembourg entry, song number 11. Parc Café to sing it. Monsieur, it's called. Benoît Kaufmann, who is the conductor of the orchestra here, conducting for Luxembourg. Their entry.
Nous sommes très exactement au milieu de la compétition et c'est le Danemark qui va enchaîner maintenant avec la 12e des 22 chansons de ce concours. Son titre, Du rouge pour la ville. Un texte tout en couleur chanté par Birte Kjær.
Birte est une des chanteuses les plus populaires du Danemark. La chanson qu'elle interprète ce soir diffuse un très bel optimisme. Prends ta palette, on va mettre des couleurs, le monde sera plus beau et tout ira mieux. Henrik Krogsgaard, lui, va prendre sa baguette et diriger l'orchestre pour cette chanson danoise.
Henrik Krogsgaard going to conduct with a baguette. What's that? Do you see anything there? The Danish entry. Vi maler buen rot. We'll paint the town red. You try that in Lausanne. You might get to a shade of light rose madder, but that's as much as you do. This is Neuchâtel, renowned for its lake and its beauty. The village of Brevin, which is very low temperatures, Scandinavian-like temperatures. The Danes below me. La Chaux-de-Fonds. It's the center of Switzerland's famous watchmaking industry. And as you see, the Danes have made friends with the local lads and lassies. Composers are Keldhik, Soren Bungard. Birte Kjær is singing this for Denmark. And I think highly of this one, The Kiss of Death, of course, but I think this has a good chance for the Danes. Song number 12, halfway the A's you have. You catch that dance routine.
Österreich wird jetzt von Thomas Forstner vertreten. Ist 19 Jahre alt, kommt aus Deutsch-Wagram und sein Vater ist Sänger an der Wiener Volksoper. Thomas singt nur ein Lied.
Une chanson seulement, c'est le titre en français, nous est proposé par l'Autriche qui s'est imposée avec une chanson seulement. C'était en 1966 lorsque Udo Jürgens chantait Merci chérie, un des grands classiques de l'histoire de l'Eurovision.
He got carried away, did you see that? Old eyes twinkling there above the moustache. Just saying that Udo Jürgens last won it for Austria, and that was in 1966 when the world was young. The Austrian entry is called Nur ein Lied, just a song. Thomas Forstner is the singer. There he is, the man himself. visiting the Jura, the youngest of Switzerland's 26 cantons. Little capital Delamont is 700 years old. The local cheese here has been called tête de moine, monk's head. No offense, Father. Composers are Dieter Bohlen and Joachim Hornberges, who also composed the German entry you'll hear a little bit later on. A toast then to the Jura and the monk's head cheese. Lovely picturesque towns. Houses look like they were made just a moment ago on Blue Peter. The Austrian entry, Nur ein Lied, from Thomas Forstner, song number 13, here in Lausanne. The crowd anyway. Thomas used to sing with the Vienna Boys Choir, and so did this one.
Retour dans le nord de l'Europe maintenant, malgré ce que le titre de la chanson suivante, la Dolce Vita, pourrait laisser supposer. C'est pourtant bien la Finlande qui nous invite à cette Dolce Vita, qui sera interprétée par Anneli Saaristo et dirigée par Ossi Rounet.
Anneli a participé à l'élaboration de nombreux disques pour enfants. Dès lors, et ce n'est sans doute pas par hasard, la chanson qu'elle propose ce soir évoque son enfance. Quand s'évanouit à l'horizon de mon enfance l'ultime chanson, à jamais m'abandonne l'ange gardien, souvenir d'un tableau bien ancien.
What a saucy couple they make. The Finnish entry, song number 14. Ah, look at her. This is Anneli Saaristo, out for the day in her hat. And it's not even Ascot week. Train trip to Lausanne. Lausanne, that's it. Popular resort in the Vaudois Alps. Very sunny climate. Said that at the wrong time, didn't I? Place full of snow. The Dent du Midi. That's what the mountain range is called. Just to bring you up to date on the song, the Finnish entry is called La Dolce Vita. And the composers are Matti Purtinen and Turkka Maili. Ossi Runna. Lausanne is high up, as you can see. Les Dents du Midi. This one has got everything. An Italian title, Spanish guitars, and it's been sung by a Finn. Conductor there. Song 15 coming
Ce
up
n'est
next.
pas parce que la France fête le bicentenaire de sa révolution qu'elle en oublie l'Eurovision. Bien au contraire, elle est courageusement représentée par Nathalie Pack, la Benjamine de l'histoire de ce concours de la chanson, et Nathalie chante « J'ai volé la vie ».
Dans 5 jours, le 11 mai, elle aura 12 ans. Bien qu'elle ait déjà remporté 3 premiers prix dans sa jeune carrière, inutile de préciser quel genre de cadeau Nathalie souhaiterait recevoir ici à Lausanne. L'orchestre est dirigé par Guy Matteoni.
This is a charming young lady, Nathalie Pack, who won't be 12 until next week. I'm not talking about the golf handicap. She's in Villars, one of Switzerland's most popular all-year-round resorts. You can ski, obviously play golf, water polo, bit of the old tennis. This song is written by Guy Matteoni, Gigi Candy and Sylvain Lebel. French entry is called J'ai volé la vie. I stole life. Villars not far from Lausanne and Lake Geneva. Now, my dear, just pronate the wrists, keep the head still, slowly back. Remember what your Uncle Peter Alice told you. Not bad. The French entry, number 15, J'ai volé la vie, from young Nathalie Pack. And the French flag is waving. The proud conductor, Guy Matteoni, who also had a hand in writing the song. There's the French flag wavers. Ah, the Spanish.
Y ahora arriba España. La última vez que este país ganó el concurso Eurovisión de la canción fue hace exactamente 20 años en Madrid. Este año la representante española se llama Nina y lo dice ella misma, además lo canta, es Nacida para amar.
Né pour aimer, c'est le titre de la chanson espagnole qui va être interprétée par Nina. Un véritable hymne à l'amour dont les paroles sont très suggestives. C'est Juan Carlos Calderón qui est au pupitre.
Anything suggestive and he's there, isn't he, old Jacques? Nacida para amar. Born to love, I tell you. What's that person doing behind the tree? Brisk walk. Now this young lady has an extraordinary head of hair for a start and is a good singer. The song is very strong. I have to say, must be in the top 3, this. If God is in his heaven and all's right with the world. Nina's from Barcelona, okay? 23. And that reminds us that Lausanne is the headquarters of the International Olympic Committee. It was here 74 years ago that Baron de Coubertin chose Lausanne as its headquarters. This is song 16 and very, very highly thought of. The composer is Juan Carlos Calderón, and he will conduct the orchestra. This could be next year in Barcelona or Madrid. Spanish entry from Nina, Nacida para amar. And they like that one as well, and I couldn't blame them. She sang so well, looked so good. Juan Carlos Calderón, the conductor and the composer, clasping his hands together as well he might. Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
Restons dans le bassin méditerranéen et je vous invite à vous transporter au cœur de la Grande Bleue, sur l'île de Chypre, où Fanny Polymeri et Yanis Savitsakis se sont donné rendez-vous.
Fanny est née à New York en 1964.
It's not easy to
Yanis,
say.
lui, a vu
Fanny
le
est
jour à
née à New York.
peine une année avant sa partenaire. Tous deux sont licenciés, elle en informatique et lui en éducation physique. Retrouvons-nous ce soir est le titre de leur chanson, une très belle histoire d'amour. L'orchestre est dirigé par Haris Andreadis.
You have to hand it to our 2 presenters for their extraordinary grasp of languages. Of course, the Swiss have 3 main languages and a 4th, which only 1% of them speak. But they speak, all the Swiss seem to speak French, Italian, German, and English. As you can see, our 2 presenters can speak Spanish, Greek, and anything else. Cypriot. Apopse as vretume. Let's meet tonight is the Cypriot entry, song number 17. And as you can see, it's not only in Spain where they haven't got the hotels finished. Yverdon combines ancient and modern. A famous spa, well known for its health-giving waters. The artists are Fanny Polymeri and Yanis Savitsakis. And a husband and wife team have written the song, Marios and Effie Meletiu. The Lake of Neuchâtel. And the chef d'orchestre is Charis Andreatis, Apopsias Fretumi from Cyprus. That looked like a Dallas wedding, didn't it, really? Charis Andreatis, and that was the Cypriot entry. Very nice.
Le 18e pays en compétition est celui qui vous accueille, la Suisse. La chanson Viver senza te est interprétée en romanche, l'une de nos 4 langues nationales avec l'allemand, le français et l'italien, par le groupe Fourbaz. Fourbaz en français, cela veut dire coquin.
La chanteuse, Marie-Louise Werth, est aussi auteur-compositeur de cette chanson suisse. Bien que parlée depuis 2000 ans, le romanche est une langue peu répandue dans laquelle s'expriment 50 000 personnes seulement. Les Fourbazes sont accompagnés par les 55 musiciens et leur chef, Benoît Kaufmann. Veis lungac e fec melodius, elesco fac per cantar.
God never closes one door, but he shuts another. It's the Swiss entry and greeting or possibly a curse in Romansh there. Viver senza te, living without you. Switzerland won the very first Eurovision Song Contest in 1956. And as we pointed out at the beginning, the hall in which we sit and sweat this evening is named after Lise Assia, who won the first song contest. Heavens, they're in the air. Who's this? Furbaz, the Rascals, Les Copains. Marie-Louise Vert, who plays the piano, part of the group. There she is. Also wrote the song. Viver senza te, living without you. This is Graubünden, one of the top tourist resorts in Switzerland. Plenty of snow and the vino. The Vino Blanco Petillon. Well, good luck to them too. You'd think somebody would come up here with a bottle of something. The Swiss entry then, Viver senza te. Well, it may not be the one that's going to win again for Switzerland, but a pleasing ditty. Little hometown applause there. Here come the desperate duo. Oh, please, enough.
Comme plusieurs autres pays, la Grèce n'a jamais gagné l'Eurovision. Pour cette 34e édition, elle a choisi de miser sur Mariana, qui va nous interpréter Ton étoile.
C'est la seconde fois que la Grèce fait confiance à Mariana, puisque lors du concours Eurovision de la chanson en 87, elle faisait partie du groupe grec Bang. Mariana est née à Athènes, où elle a commencé d'étudier la musique et de chanter dès l'âge de 3 ans. Et ce soir, conformément au règlement, elle interprète sa chanson dans la langue de son pays. Le chef d'orchestre grec s'appelle Yorgos Niarchos.
He speaks the Greek as well, you see. I'm going to have a go here. Greek entry is to Tikosou Asteri, somewhat disappointingly translated as your star. This is Lausanne, and this is the lady, Mariana, born in Athens. It's the second time she's sung for Greece. And this is the Rue Bourg, the main shopping and boutique centre. However, that's not enough for her. She's off to see the Cathedral. The composers, by the way, are Yannis Kiris Vidisagnano. This is the marvellous 700-year-old cathedral in Lausanne. I haven't been lucky enough to be invited in there, but you can't go everywhere. What a view. Greek entry, song number 19. Conductor is George Niarchos. How he can own all those tankers and still find time to conduct the orchestra, I don't know.
Le 20e pays participant est l'Islande. Elle nous envoie en ambassadeur un jeune artiste de 20 ans, Daniel. Avec ses 4 choristes, il interprète ce que nul ne sait.
Chacun porte en soi un désir de quelque chose qu'il ne révèle à personne. C'est le thème de la chanson islandaise très mystérieuse. Daniel s'adresse à la Lune. Il lui demande d'éclairer son chemin et c'est avec elle seule qu'il souhaite partager son secret.
The Icelandic entry is suitably enough. We have a view of the Vaudois Alps in the canton of Fribourg. A bird soars free. One of the most beautiful villages in the area is Gruyere. Guess what? Yes, indeed. They wear the cheese on their heads. Gives it that special flavor. The Icelandic entry is a young man called Daniel. With his backing group, he was born in Sweden, raised in Reykjavik. There's a chorus of 4 accompanying him. The composer is Valgeir Gudjonsson, who's also conducting the orchestra. Fortified by a ton of Gruyere, we can only expect good things from the Icelandic entry, song number 20. Only 2 more to go after this. We're going to make it. Big old Bob is still in them now. Icelandic entry.
Als vorletzter Teilnehmer singt
I like
jetzt
this man.
Nino
He
de
gives you
Angelo
hand
für
signals as
Deutschland.
well as talking to you.
Fliegend von Erfolg zu Erfolg in seinem Land scheint es normal, dass sein Lied Flieger heißt.
Nino de Angelo ist in 1963 in Karlsruhe geboren und wurde entdeckt, als er 17 Jahre alt war. Mit seinem Lied Jenseits von Eden hat er mehr als 700.000 Leute bezaubert. Mit dem Stück, das er heute singt, Flieger, hofft er besonders die Jury zu bezaubern.
Gesundheit. The German entry, song number 21. Nino de Angelo. What's he doing singing the German song? Trying his luck on the old ski slopes of Les Diablerets. Composers are, as I said earlier, the same chaps who wrote the Austrian entry, Dieter Bohlen and Joachim Hornberges. Flieger. The Flyer. What a wonderful thing to do. If you had the nerve, which I haven't. Now this is more my speed, the old bicycle. Les Diablerets is a popular resort which attracts all sorts of sports enthusiasts and leisure seekers. The German entry. Look at that. Sheer pluck of the man. He'll be singing in a minute as well in front of 500 million people. German entry, song 21, Flieger, Flyer, Nino de Angelo.
Comme l'an dernier, le sort a voulu que la Yougoslavie soit le 22e et ultime pays à tenter sa chance. L'attente a dû sembler bien longue au chef d'orchestre Nikica Kalogera et au groupe Priva, qui est sans doute impatient d'interpréter Rock Me.
Mais avant cela, nous allons faire un peu connaissance avec ces 5 jeunes artistes venus de Zadar, au bord de l'Adriatique. Partagés entre les musiques méditerranéennes et slaves, ils ont opté pour le pop universel, qui semble avoir exercé sur eux une influence décisive.
It's hard to believe, isn't it, we've had 21 songs. And it's only just gone 10. This is song 22, the Yugoslavian entry. And they've taken the poor unfortunates to Dorigny, see the University of Lausanne. And indeed, why wouldn't they? It's a federal university and an École Polytechnique Fédérale de Lausanne. See? And it enjoys a particularly high reputation for its research facilities and participates in the space projects such as Eureka and Hermes. I always thought that was a scarf. The Yugoslavians are called Riva. The band was founded in '86. And it says here that all the members are brilliant musicians, performers and composers of universal international pop music which knows no boundaries. Fair enough. Composers are Rajko Dujmic and Stevo Cibic. A brave effort there. Conductor is Nikica Kalogera. Riva, Rock Me, Yugoslavia.